So the channel has hit 100 subscribers, and that is very, very good. So we have to make some sort of celebration, right? So how are we going to make this sort of celebration? I think that is how. So if you were to come up the stairs, walk into my room, you would notice a lot of things. You notice the floor, first of all. But to your left, boom, the most isolated thing out here. So yeah, isolated from the rest of the collection is the Power of the Jedi Snowspeeder. Why is it isolated? Well, because it's in this like small little container right here. And I have no place to put this, so it's right here. So this vehicle included, if I can get him out, a Luke Skywalker, or at least someone trying to be a Luke Skywalker, and then some kid trying to be Dak. So yeah, this is a snow speeder, and then there's like shattered glass right there that's sort of painted on the plastic. Well, it's mainly a sticker on the plastic, which is perfectly fine. I made a video on this because I could not find a single goddamn video on this, so I made one. It's not that great, but it's... Next, we move on to my room, and oh my god, there is a collection here. So yeah, this is isolated again. This is the new trilogy figures. Of course, there's a crap ton of assortment there. We have 3 3/4 inch figures. Of course, we have a 4 inch for some reason, or 5 inch. I don't know what that is. We have some 6 inch figures. We have a vehicle. I think that's from like a kid set or something like that. So what is the reason for this collection? I don't know. Remember when I told people that I first liked Star Wars and they were giving me gifts? They were like, might as well just give them the first thing on the shelf. And that's what most of these figures are, just the first thing that people found on their shelves. The only thing that I really bought was the Poe Dameron. That was because I got money, and it was $7. I was like, well, might as well. And then the First Order Stormtrooper as long as Hux, and there is a reason why I bought this Hux, which I'll get into much later on. But yeah, those were the only 3 figures that I bought with my own money. I was really excited for this ship, but then it disappointed me because of the wings. Look how unstraight that is. And then the Black Series figures, the only one I didn't buy was a Snow Trooper right there. It's a pretty cool figure. It tilts a bit too much to the forward, or like tilts forward too much. The other ones I bought for a reason, one for the other. I really wanted the Sith Trooper, so I bought him. The Phasma was $5. I was like, why not? And then this guy came with an Admiral Akbar, and that's why he's there. This ship actually is not from any of these sorts of like trilogy stuff like that. It's actually Cad Bane's not Snowspeeder, just fighter. Cad Bane's fighter that he used once in a fight with Kenobi and Quinlan Voss. And it is there because, once again, I do not have space for it, or at least a location for it. So, if anybody, wants to give me any figures in the future, please buy me something. In all honesty, these figures are pretty nice, but the main issue that I have with all these figures is that, they were bought with the idea that they didn't know what to buy me, so they said, here you go. But they're not bad figures, except for Hux. Hux is a fantastic figure, but of course that is a reason that I will get to much later in the future. So now we get into the figures that actually kind of matter a little bit more to me, and holy crap, we have a lot of stuff to... Now here is my Separatist Collection. I'm going to start right here, because why not? If any of you guys remember, a couple figures came with these amazing looking cards. I decided to keep them because they are cards and they are cool. I don't have a good collection of them, I just got a couple. Any ones that I kept over the years. We do have a droid gunship alongside a battle droid, a transformer version of an ATT, or AAT, my bad, alongside with an actual AAT, alongside with that droid, which pissed me off for a numerous amount of years because I used it a lot and it started to wear, and then it broke, and then I fixed it, and then it broke again, and I fixed it, and I decided, hey, when I finally got the AAT, I just decided to put him there, because why not? We have Darth Maul right there from the Phantom Menace line. Holy crap, that's very difficult to focus. We have a Droideka, Lego Droideka. We have Caster back there. Holy crap, there we go. Then we have a droid right there. That droid right there. I'll get back to it very, very soon. We have Grievous, a speeder, because Grievous always had a speeder. We have a battle droid with a speeder, because that's pretty cool. Back there we have the new Vintage Collection battle droid, which I hate with a burning passion. A Tri-Droid, a custom. Oh yeah, we have 2 customs right there. We have a custom battle droid right there, alongside this custom battle droid as well, all black. We have a battle droid right there, and I think that's it for that side. On to the other side, we do have 2 Genosian people, kids. We have a drone, and then we have a warrior. Then we have the droids that came with the MTT alongside the MTT. We do have Jango Fett right there, along with a speeder. Another custom battle droid. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting. We also have 2 super battle droids alongside an old style Count Dooku and this little tactical droid right there. We do have on top a battle droid that thinks he's a Sith Lord, because why not? And then this MTT fighter that came with it. Then we have General Grievous with red lightsabers, because the blue and green ones couldn't fit or something. Then we have that guy, and then Wadu. And why is this? This is one of the most important things of the entire set, and that's because this started to wear a little bit, so I decided, boom, so that these figures wouldn't fall off. And yep, that is my Separatist collection. So yeah, it's a pretty decent collection. I would like to improve it a lot more. The issue is that each individual figure is very much expensivo, and I'd rather focus on the Clone Wars than this, so yeah, there's only 2 shelves for this set. However, I would like to say that this droid is very frustrating to stand up. I've had to pose it multiple times, because it just falls down. It does not want to stand up. Even with that stand, it likes to fall off. Now, on to the shelves below that collection. We do have Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. It's a little bit flimsy with the wings, so that's why it's sort of pushed together alongside the side of this sort of shelf. But it's alright, you know. And inside we do have Luke Skywalker in his Snowspeeder outfit. And the reason I have that version is because I don't have another Luke Skywalker pilot. But it sort of works because he was in his outfit when he was moving from Hoth to Tatooine. No, not Tatooine. Dagobah, there we go. And so it kind of works. We'd also have this fantastic R2-D2. I really need to identify this R2-D2. It's the one that turns, because why not? It's a very, very nice R2-D2. If anyone can help me identify this figure, please do. Because I really need another one of this one. We also have 2 of these things, Poe Dameron's and Luke Skywalker's Hot Wheels thing, if I'm correct. Little, miniature things right there. We do have Han Solo right there from the Walmart collection, as well as a Darth Vader. Now, this is an old-style Darth Vader. I don't know from what line he is, but he does have a cape. And he has 5 points of articulation. Or 7, because of the arms, but it's not very posable. Then we have this guy. I believe his name is Panda? I think it's Panda Baba or something like that. But he is riding the B-Wing. Why is that? Because he is drinking and driving, and that's not okay, so that's exactly why he's riding a B-Wing. Right next to the B-Wing, we actually have these 2 turrets that came with a couple pilots. And of course, as you can see right here, we do have the Republic Attack Shuttle. And then, right next to that, one of my favorite vehicles of all time is the Republic Gunship. I really, really love this vehicle. I got it for about $150, 2 or 3 years ago. And now I know that they're about $200, $300, $400. I'm very glad I was able to pick this up for that price. I knew it was going to skyrocket eventually, so thankfully I got it. We do have a Mace Windu, a Yoda, and then that guy. The only reason I got that guy was because I got this, and that's why he's there. Alongside, we do have 2 black ARC 170 pilots. Right there is, I think, the standard 170 pilot. It is, in fact, him. He is a bit yellowing. And then on the shelves below that, we do have a couple things right here. So we do have an Ewok, a little plush right there, alongside Chewie, Tusken Raider, plus whatever this thing that he rides on. We do have the box for the Luke Skywalker X-Wing. To the right, we have a Sith Trooper and Darth Vader from the 12-inch line, I believe. Those were gifts. Very, very nice. We have a Stormtrooper from the Rebels line, and then a Ralph McQuarrie Snowtrooper, I believe. And then up front, we have 2 troop transports, one from the Rebels line, and then one from the Vintage Collection. Over here is a little bit less exciting. We have a lot of politicians up there. We do have just a crap ton of politicians as well as down here. We do have this figure. The reason I got two was because I was excited, and then it turns out that I really hate the figure, so I might keep this carded. This might actually be the one figure that I keep carded. Although that's probably not going to happen because I'm probably going to open it. And then we have the Arc 170, which I really wanted, and then I kind of regretted it. I don't like this version. I wanted the blackout version, the shadow version, but it's still pretty nice. So up here we do have two tiger shark pilots, and then the one in the back right there is the standard Arc 1 pilot, and we still need an astromech droid. Where am I gonna get one? I don't know. I'll find one eventually. Oh yeah, and then we have Kylo Ren. So now the figures right here are kind of resting on my bed. They're not really figures, they're mainly boxes. We do have a Captain Rex helmet. Really, really, really nice. It hurts whenever I put it on. Right here on the background, we have a Skiff Guard packaging. Then we have an Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter packaging. We have these two packagings right here. Amazon, because why not? Those hold a couple carded items. Or not carded items, but like the card backs for a couple items. We have a couple books right here, as you can see. We have this, what's it called? The Snowspeeder that came out just recently. That was Amazon exclusive. This is that guy. Honda, I got it right, kinda. Then we have this thing right here, which I can pull it out. And yeah, it reveals the Lucas Collector set. This is, I believe, a fan club thing. I might be wrong about that. But yeah, these are the four figures that you can see right there, kinda. So yeah, this set was nice, but also damaged, kinda. So it's... and then right here we have a shoebox. But this is where, actually, all my figures from the very, very beginning fit. So if we open it up, boom, as you can see, we have a lot of paperwork. So now that I hid my social security, we have this. So for, I think, up until 2019 or 2020, this is where everything in my collection fit. Everything that you see here, plus everything that you haven't seen, all fit in this little box. So yeah, this is a, like, sort of, like, recollection of, like, yeah, this is where it all started. But ignoring that now, we do have a couple things. We have Lot 115. So this was a card that I got because I bought a small lot of 4 figures. Very, very nice figures. And then I decided, you know what? My figure collection is always going to be called Lot 115. Because I had nowhere else to put this. But we also have this, which is the TIE Interceptor. It is the red version, the one with the red stripes, as you can clearly see. Very, very nice box. Box came in damaged, as you can kind of see. But it's a very, very nice vehicle. However, I paid a lot of money for that, and I'm not happy about it. But yeah, it's there. And then we have an ATST box, and then a little card, because why not? Over here, we have a TIE Fighter box, alongside a Y-Wing. And then more boxes right there. This is the Entertainment Earth 6-pack exclusive thing. They're not good figures. Buy them for $30, because that's how I bought them. For about $35, something like that. Then we have a couple miscellaneous figures. This doesn't go with, this doesn't go with, that definitely doesn't go with. We do have this guy, which I believe is the Fire Kid? Yeah, Fire Speeder Pilot. It was nice. And then we got this guy, because why not? I forgot his name already, but he's a pretty cool kid. I was trying to remove the helmet right there, but I failed miserably, so I gave up and put it back. So yes, this is the collection I have in my bedroom. It's a pretty decent thing to see every day. It's not necessarily the greatest of things, but of course that is saved for the main haul. So if you walk outside of my room, you'll turn around and see, holy crap, books! So this is my brother's like little set thing that he has, and I've kind of invaded it with a lot of Lego items, as you can see over there. The main reason is because I started collecting a little bit of Lego items and said, well, I have nowhere to put them. I just might as well scatter them here and there. This is mainly a little city that my brother has that, you know, he just puts around. So it works. So now we get into the grand collection of my, you know, figure collection, and oh my god. Who the hell taught you to build? Like, seriously, what is this? You know, I may not be the greatest builder of all time, but this is always the first thing that people notice. Not my entire collection, no, this goddamn thing. It pisses me off, and that's why I'm sharing it first, so that you guys don't say, oh look, but what about this? And well, now that we're on it, might as well take a look at this sort of shelf thing, if you want to call it. We do have a BB-8. Again, I don't know, this is one of the things that pissed me off about Star Wars collection. I don't know how it's meant to be stand. Is it meant to be like this, but then BB-8 is nowhere near looking at you? But if you're looking like this doesn't point. Where is he supposed to? At the very least, I have a Bosk, Forlom, Gamorrean Guard, Zuckuss, and a Boba Fett on top. A little Badger, why not? A Scout Trooper in a speeder bike. There we go. I almost called him a snow speeder. Holy crap. And then Spider-Man, because why not? I think he looks pretty cool. We also have a couple boxes right here. They are numbered. I really wanted to continue it on, but most of the figures before, like, the 80s don't really look that fantastic, so I've just kept it as this much. I know there's a couple more boxes I do have, and my new trilogy has a couple boxes. That's on me, though. We also have these 4 little statues right here. These were one of the few, like, collectibles I had very, very early on. They do not hold up, as you can clearly see. What the hell is that face? But they are a nice little memento of my childhood, so I said, you know what, let's put it on. So now we get into these figures, and of course we have a couple Coruscant Guard figures right there, alongside Commander Wolf. Very, very nice from the Vintage Collection. We have another Vintage Collection figure in the name of Hondo, with this little droid right there. Pretty cool. We have Caught Up and Heavy in their training outfits. Very nice. We have the ATTE driver driving, not an ATTE, but an AV-7 mobile cannon. We have Mace Windu with his little droid and a Galactic Marine. We have that Jedi. And then we have a clone trooper right there that came with a speeder bike. I'll show that in a bit. We have a engineer trooper from the Battlefront 2 series. Then we have this ATRT driver, Commander Thyre, 2 shock troopers, a shock troopers with an antenna, and then I believe this is also Commander Thyre? Yes, I might be wrong with that guy, but I know this Commander Thyre. We have Commander Faye, we have a droid with some drinks, because why not? And then we have this red droid that came in the recent Target exclusive droid pack. Further below, we have these amazing figures. And so there's a little bit more space and room over here. We have a Kashyyyk trooper riding in ATAP or ATAPT or something like that. I don't know. I butchered the name up. I actually had to build this. The guy sent it to me completely disarmed. I was like, aha, and he said it was for shipping, and I said, okay, that makes sense. So I had to build this. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I didn't screw anything up, thankfully. We have Commander Gree. We have a Jedi. Again, don't know his name. We have 2 ATRT drivers. I really do not like these figures, just because they can't hold their weapons, but they're pretty decent figures. We have that guy right there with some drinks. We have Jedi Master Yoda. I really like this sculpt more than the other Yoda that was on the Republic gunship. But yeah. Then we have this guy right here, because why not? Jedi. I'm pretty sure his name was Master Sev or something like that. But we have Luminara and then an ATRT driver. And then we have a Republic fighter tank, because why not? So yeah, that's pretty much it for here. And then we also had the load turrets. But yeah, that is this. And then on the last shelf, we do have this thing right here. We have 2 ARF troopers right there with their speeder bikes. We have the little kid right there that came with the Lucas collector set. This is where he is stationed. We have a little mini R2-D2, because why not? We have a Phase 1 clone trooper. We have this guy right there. I forgot his name, but I know he appears somewhere. And then, of course, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Obi-Wan Kenobi on Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter. So yeah, this is the final shelf. But if you take a left, boom, you will have this this is the box for the Republic gunship. This is it. Then we have my Nintendo Switch. So yes, I really do enjoy this sort of little area right here. It's pretty nice. Of course, I lined up the empty space with boxes. So the ARC 170, the Battle Felicia, and then of course on guard right there. And on the left, we do have an Imperial Troop Transport alongside 2 boxes of the 10-4, and then these 2 right there. I would say my favorite figure from this entire set would be BB-8. But in all seriousness, I think it has to go with Commander Wolf, just because he's Commander Wolf, and he's a pretty cool clone. Now, instead of going top to bottom per shelf, we're just going to go straight to the top and interview that entire section. Now, we're going to start up here with my Imperial Collection. Zoom in real quick right there. We do have a couple Stormtroopers right there in the background. We have a Boba Fett, a Bosk, and an IG-88. We do have 2 Royal Guards alongside a Darth Vader and an Emperor Palpatine. A couple Stormtroopers in the background. A Snowtrooper right there, Admiral Ozzel, as well as that guy, but I forgot his name. We have a Stormtrooper, Rogue One type of Stormtrooper. We have an ATST driver alongside 2 ATSTs. And then a Darth Vader helmet. Really, really nice. And then they're all situated behind this Tantive 4 playset thing, which I find pretty cool. Now, over here on this side, we have an ATSD driver alongside a couple Navy figures. So yeah, all of these are going to be my Navy figures. All of here are my Army figures. We're going to go right here. This is the TIE Fighter, the most recent one from Walmart. That has bad screws on the wings, so that's why he's situated up here. We have the box set for the special edition 501st Legion ARC Troopers, which I will be showing very, very soon. We have a TIE pilot right here, we have a TIE pilot right there, and then back there we have 2 First Order pilots. Those are there just because they're black and they kind of fit. We have a Death Trooper in the background, we have Moff Gideon, we have a Ground Crew Keeper right there, and then we have an Astromech Droid, one of my favorite Astromech Droids of the entire collection. Moving on over here, we have another TIE pilot alongside a couple Astromech Droids right there, and we have 2 officers, a TIE pilot right there, another TIE pilot right there, a box set for the 40th anniversary Bounty Hunter set that was exclusive to Amazon. For some reason, my box didn't come damaged. A lot of people have said that theirs have come damaged, but mine did not. And then obviously you see the TIE Interceptor. Over down here is a pretty good look of how it looks like, and then we have a little light up Darth Vader, because why not? So yes, this is my Imperial Collection, and originally it only consisted of 2 figures, this guy, and that's it. I think until very, very recent, I think until last year, that was the only Imperial figure I had ever had. And now look at this! Holy crap, it grew. And I don't think I'm going to expand it anymore. I think this is a good amount of place to have it on. I always wanted the AT-AT vehicle, but I was never able to get it, so I'm pretty bummed out about it. But this is my Imperial Collection, and I really do enjoy it. So while this is great, this is also kind of great. So yeah, this is my Black Series collection, and I guess I should cover it as a whole. I guess we'll start up here, but in order to actually do any of that, we have to start down here. This is where all my Black Series figures started at the very beginning. I made a video about it, and people hated it. So then I said, oh, well, okay, maybe, guess not. And then people suddenly liked it. So I said, okay, well then we're doing it again. So as you can see, my Black Series collection has improved quite a bit since that video. We have a couple right there, and then we have a majority right here. And well, to start it off, we'll might as well go into the Imperial Army since we just finished that. We do have an Incendiary Trooper, Sand Trooper, Admiral Pietz, Grand Moff Tarkin. We have a Mud Trooper. It's actually Han Solo, but he has a Mud Trooper outfit, so I'm calling him Mud Trooper. We have a Darth Vader right there, very, very nice. A stupid Scout Trooper. Why is he stupid? Because of this little thing that attaches to his little arm right there. So infuriating, so I decided, hey, I'm just gonna take that out, move it back here, and now both of them have full range, because originally this guy could only do this side to side, and that pissed me off, and it still kind of pisses me off. Well, being honest, I really like that figure, but the reason, or the intent that this was meant to go here, Again, not a bad figure, but that's mainly why he's in the back. Then we have a TIE Pilot, a Perch Trooper, a Mountain Trooper, Stormtrooper. Then we have a Shadow Trooper right there alongside these 3 boxes, and that makes up the Imperial Army. Now, if you want the good guys, all you gotta do is look downwards. This is originally where all my Black Series figures were, and it's certainly been taken over by a couple figures. We do have a couple Rebels figures as Ezra, Hera, and Sabine right there. We have Admiral Akbar, and this is actually his new trilogy outfit, but I really like him. I don't want to get another one, so I decided to put him in here. We do have a Rebel Fleet Trooper. I really enjoy that one. We have Endor Leia, Bespin Luke. I believe this is Bespin Han as well. We have Jaina Solo. We have Wedge. We have Snow Speeder Gear, Luke Skywalker. We have a Yoda. We have a Hoth Trooper. And then we have Baby Yoda, which is not worth $10. And then we have Master Yoda, which is also kind of not worth $20, but now from here we actually go up here, and what happened here? Well, sadly, this is the only prequel figures that I actually have. Hasbro has not released that many figures, and so this is it. We have a Cad Bane, we have a Mandalorian Super Commando. We have Darth Revan, which I'm putting here just so it's not that empty. We have a Jango Fett, and then I have 2 Geonosian, or I have a Geonosian Battle Droid, a normal Battle Droid, and then a Count Dooku. I really want more prequel figures, but sadly, this is the only thing I got. So whilst we wait for more, bad guys from the Clone Wars, we at least have these figures right here, which actually hold a lot more life here. So, starting off from left to right, we do have a Padme. We have an Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. We have a Jar Jar Binks, amazing. We have a Kit Fisto. We have a Jedi Knight Revan. We have a Plo Koon. We have a Kamino Trooper. We have both prequel versions, or Attack Clone versions, of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. We have a Phase 1 Clone Trooper. Very happy with that one. We have a Commander Bly, and then finally we have a Captain Rex. Now, I really wished I, collected most of the other figures. However, I did purchase the Amazon 4-pack with the 2 Clone Wars figures, the 1 Imperial figure, and then the First Order figure. So we will be getting more figures into this collection, but for what I have, I'm very happy with this set. So yes, my Black Series collection has massively improved, but now we go back to the cream of the cream, the 3 3/4 inch figures, and there's not that many left actually. Here we have most of my favorite figures of all time, and also one of the oldest figures that I have in my collection. So we're going to start off from the left to the right. We have 2 Shark Troopers right there from the ARC 170 Elite Squad pack. We have an AT-RT driver and the AT-RT. We have an R2-D2 in a Plo Koon Starfighter. We have 5s, 2 versions of 5s, alongside the ARC Troopers 5s, Echo and Jesse. We do have right there Jesse as well. We have a 501st Trooper. We have an ARF Trooper right there, Waxer and then Boyle. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter with a random astromech droid. We have 2 212th Troopers alongside a Orange Trooper, or Orange astromech droid. Then towards the middle we have this guy, I believe his name is Scythe or something like that. We have Commander Bo, because that's pretty cool. We have this guy, Commander Bakara Babloo. Then we have Commander Cody, we have Captain Rex, Ahsoka Tano, Anakin Skywalker, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now this is one of my favorite shelves to look at. Very nice, but of course it is a bit cramped. There could be more stuff at the top because there is a lot of space. But yeah, for what it is, it's a pretty nice set. Looking at my Imperial Collection, I would say it's safe to assume some people will be like, wow, look at his Imperial Collection. I wonder how his Rebellion Collection will look like. At least it's something. So, interestingly enough, this was actually much bigger than my Imperial Collection. until it got vastly outshadowed very quickly. So let's just get to the rundown. A lot of pilots, I don't know the names of them, unfortunately. I just got them in a lot. We have Admiral Akbar, though, and then we have Droid. We have 2 Tantive 4 pilots, or fleet troopers, that came with the background playset. One right there, and then the other one just standing right there. We have a couple Rogue One figures alongside that Ewok, a Han Solo, a Hoth Trooper, there we go, a astromech droid, and then in the background right there, it's kind of hard to see, but that's a Luke Skywalker. We have 2 sort of what would you call it, shiny figures? It's the C-3PO and R2-D2. They're very, very shiny, which initially I thought was very cool, but they lost their charm very quickly just because they were a bit too bright compared to this guy. We do have a Lando right there. We have the Armorer, because why not? We have a Jawa. We have that guy right there alongside his little, like little tray thing, whatever you call it, speeder. We have Han Solo. We have Chewie. We have Leia, and then we have Luke Skywalker. These all have photoreal except for that guy. But for the most part, this is a really cool set. Even though I don't know half of these people, this I really do enjoy, and I really wish I would have put it more up here, because originally it was up there, and then that came. Then next to this, we do have this. We have the ARC 170 fighter box with a couple figures. We do have mainly Ayla Secura's sort of battalion thing right there, alongside just a random assortment of troopers. And then we have Anakin as Padawan, or his peasant outfit. There we go. I don't know, it just looks nice. I didn't have anywhere to put the box, so I just put it here and said I might as well sort it with a couple figures. Down below it, we have a Republic fighter tank. Nope, this is the V-19 Tauren Starfighter. There we go, with a Resistance pilot. Don't know why it's there, but it works. And then we have a Boba Fett with a mini Slave 1, because I bought this a long time ago. It's one of my purchases that I kind of regret, because A, there's not much I can do with it, and B, even if I were to put a figure in, 1, it's tough to, I can't even open the lid, and 2, you can't see anything. So below those 2, we only have a couple boxes, which is alright, but over here, for some reason that light is on, but we do have a couple of stuff right here. We have lightsabers, because that's nice. We have 5 Order 66 boxes, and then we have a Nintendo Switch box, because why not? And then we do have 2 commemorative collection sets. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin right there. Then we have R2-D2, BB-8, and C-3PO right there. So overall, that wraps up the entirety of the collection. It's a pretty nice color. Oh. Yeah, how can I forget about this thing, the abomination type of thing? This is R2-D2, but on the wall. So it sort of lights up. It has a little thing right there I guess I can show. Boom, light. It kind of works, it kind of doesn't really light anything. It lights the clock at the very least, but it's pretty meh. What can I do? Boom. It's not that bright, but it's still a pretty nice little thing I have in my well, this is also Star Wars-y, kind of. This is my little desk right here that I use for college. Works. And that is the end of the tour. I'm very grateful to be able to make this video. I've been wanting to do something similar to this for an extremely long time, but I never got the chance to do it, and finally I'm able to record my entire collection. And one of the reasons was because I was finally hitting the 100 subscriber mark, which I'm very happy about. I never get to show that many people my collection, mainly because they focus on one thing specifically, and that is, of course, this. But I'm grateful to be able to, show others in the internet my entire collection. It's not the greatest, it's not the most fanciest of collections, but it is a collection that I personally invested a lot of money and time into, and I'm very happy with what I have. There could be more things I could do, like, purchase more things, do a couple more things, just mess around, and move figures here and there. But I'm very grateful for what I have. It may look odd here and there, but that's because this is what I look at. There's not a lot of people that I know that really give a crap about this, so of course it's gonna look odd. So I end this video by saying thank you for those 100 people who decided, hey, that guy? That's a guy worth subscribing to. And with that, we end the collection, and we head back downstairs. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video.